The recent outbreak of Influenza A in mainland China has caused hospitals across the country to become overcrowded, triggering social panic. Some hospitals in Beijing and Shandong have recorded more than 1,000 appointments per day. The number of confirmed cases in a single week at a Shanghai hospital in January is close to the total number from December last year. Many mainland netizens have directly pointed out that it is the new coronavirus. Although netizens in Shanghai, Beijing, and other places have reported deaths on mainland social media, there has been no official confirmation. Beijing Children's Hospital has more than 1,000 appointments per day. According to the latest weekly influenza monitoring report released by the Chinese Center for Disease Control and Prevention, during the 52nd week of 2024, December 23rd to 29th, the positive rate of influenza virus detection in southern and northern provinces continued to rise, with Influenza A accounting for more than 99%. Red Star News reported on the 9th that parents have generally complained that hospitals are overcrowded, waiting times are long, and medical resources are stretched. Ms. Yang from Beijing said her child exhibited symptoms of coughing and fever. She initially thought it was a common cold. After visiting the community hospital on December 19th and administering medication for 3 days, the child's symptoms did not improve. Ms. Yang said she went to Wangjing Hospital again on the 23rd, and her child developed a high fever again in the afternoon after returning home. She visited Huaxin Hospital that night, but was informed that the hospital had not completed the diagnosis and treatment for the afternoon patients that day, and the emergency department required a wait time of at least 2 to 3 hours. She added that another hospital visit in the afternoon was unsuccessful until she went to the Children's Hospital at 9 p.m., where she saw the registration number exceeded 1,000. After the examination, her child was confirmed to have Influenza A, and it was already midnight when she saw the doctor. Ms. Kong from Wuhan, Hubei, said her eldest son recently developed symptoms of coughing and fever, and self-nebulization and medication were ineffective. She visited the pediatric emergency department of Tongji Hospital on December 23rd. I registered at 2:20 p.m. with a number over 100 and was not seen until 5:05 p.m. She described that 4 consulting rooms were open and there was no place to sit in the lobby. The number of confirmed cases in a single week at a Shanghai hospital in January is nearly equal to the total in December. Shandong Hospital has 1,000 cases a day. Dongfang.com reported on the 9th that 283 cases of Influenza A were confirmed in November, and the number climbed to 5,195 in December. In January, 4,357 cases were confirmed in a single week. Professor Li Qiang, director of the respiratory department at Shanghai Oriental Hospital, predicted that cases this month might approach 20,000. To address the potential continued peak of Influenza A infections, the hospital's respiratory department urgently increased outpatient doctors, expanded antiviral drug supplies, and improved inpatient bed turnover rates. Sohu News reported on the 9th that the pediatric emergency department of a tertiary hospital in Jinan, Shandong Province, also reached a peak, with more than 1,000 registrations issued in one day. The hospital lobby was packed with parents and children, and the waiting area for infusions was even more crowded. The number of diagnoses at the infectious disease department and fever clinic of Hunan Children's Hospital in Changsha has also reached 2 to 3 times previous levels. The latest report on the National Sentinel Surveillance of Acute Respiratory Infectious Diseases, released by the Chinese Center for Disease Control and Prevention, shows that from December 30, 2024, to January 5, 2025, the primary pathogens detected in respiratory samples of influenza-like cases at Sentinel hospitals were influenza virus, human metapneumovirus, and rhinovirus. The main pathogens in hospitalized severe acute cases were influenza virus, mycoplasma pneumonia, and human metapneumovirus. Currently, acute respiratory infectious diseases are continuing an overall upward trend. Human metapneumovirus outbreak sparks suspicions of a new coronavirus. Influenza viruses are rampant across the mainland, with many children's hospitals overwhelmed, and some children have even died due to this wave of viruses. On the mainland Douyin platform, A Shanghai netizen reported witnessing a child's death caused by Influenza A. This wave of Influenza A has killed many children, they said. Netizens in Beijing, Tianjin, Gansu, Sichuan, Shandong, and other areas also reported local deaths from Influenza A, affecting both adults and children. Voice of America reported that China has recently experienced a large-scale outbreak of human metapneumovirus, HMPV, causing hospitals to become overcrowded and triggering social panic, reminiscent of the COVID-19 outbreak. The report noted that regarding the causes of the recent large-scale HMPV cases in China, epidemiologist and honorary researcher Dr. Xi'an of the Institute of Biomedical Sciences at Academia Sinica in Taiwan expressed concern that China's lack of transparency could pose greater risks. She warned that even known viruses might present new threats due to mutations. Dr. He stated, "International scholars will call on China to disclose information about the pathogen and conduct genetic research to confirm it is not a new virus, as even old viruses could become new variants." Many mainland netizens bluntly stated that this wave of flu is the new coronavirus. "What is Influenza A? It feels like the new coronavirus," one remarked. Another added, "I feel that Influenza A is the new coronavirus. The symptoms are exactly the same, but no one uses that term anymore." Mr. Liu from Shandong told Radio Free Asia, "They call it Influenza A or something, but we suspect it might be a variant of the new coronavirus." Guangdong real estate prices dropped to bargain levels. 9.9 yuan down payment for a fully decorated home. Real estate prices in many parts of China have plummeted to bargain levels. Recently, a real estate project in Zhongshan, Guangdong, introduced a 9.9 yuan down payment promotion for fully decorated homes, sparking widespread discussion. According to a daily economic news report on January 9th, Xi Ping, a real estate agent in Zhongshan, explained that the project offering the 9.9 yuan to buy a house promotion is located in Gangku Town, Zhongshan City. The project is nearly ready for delivery, and the promotion is expected to last until the end of the year. The down payment is 9.9 yuan, and the homes will be delivered with fine decoration by year-end, Xi Ping stated. Based on a 30-year loan, the monthly payment for a 3-bedroom house is approximately 2,944 yuan, RMB, while a 4-bedroom house costs around 3,782 yuan per month. The sales team confirmed that the promotion allows buyers to pay 9.9 yuan up front, with the remaining down payment incorporated into monthly installments. Currently, floors like the 12th, 18th, and 22nd are available, they added. Xi Ping noted that the Zhongshan property market has hit a historical low, with the price of new homes dropping from over 30,000 yuan per square meter at its peak to about 13,000 yuan per square meter. The 9.9 yuan to buy a house promotion mainly targets homes ranging from 89 to 107 square meters, with prices starting at 690,000 yuan and monthly payments below 3,000 yuan. For an 89 square meter home, buyers would need to pay at least 35,000 yuan in annual mortgage installments. On this topic, Weibo influencer Tianlang50 Guiji commented, "Isn't this just like auctioning debt rights? Buying a company for $1 often comes with tens of millions in debt. It's just about transferring the burden to someone else. This can also be seen as debt reduction." Some netizens remarked bluntly, "With a salary of only 3,000 yuan in Zhongshan, how can anyone afford this without starving?" In recent years, China's real estate market has been sluggish, with new home sales remaining cold. To boost sales, developers have adopted various creative marketing strategies. Recently, Zhongshan City even introduced a campaign offering 7,000 yuan to 13,000 yuan in home purchase vouchers to attract buyers. Guangzhou offers 30% off new homes. The trend extends beyond Zhongshan. In Guangzhou, a first-tier city, real estate is also being sold at discounted prices. A promotional video of a real estate project in Yuzhugang, Huangpu District, Guangzhou, has been circulating widely. The project, located in a prime area and fully decorated, originally priced at 20,000 yuan per square meter, is now being sold at 5,500 yuan per square meter, a 30% off deal. A one-bedroom, one-living-room unit is priced at 198,000 yuan, while two-bedroom units are priced at 396,000 yuan. Reports also mention 30% discounts on properties in Tianhe District, Guangzhou, with small units priced as low as 218,000 yuan. Previously, a real estate project in Nankun, Panyu District, Guangzhou, also offered 30% discounts, selling two-bedroom units for as little as 230,000 yuan. Netizens have commented, Guangzhou housing prices have collapsed. China's economic downturn record, 3 years without work. Zrenia, millions default on mortgages. Looking at Adi, Anai, and Amai behind us, they have all gone bankrupt. Do you dare to imagine how difficult it is to do business this year? And it's not just the clothing industry, but the catering industry as well. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you believe it? This is the former Summita Plaza. Let's take a look at the current scene. At 3 p.m. on January 1st, 2025, the last restaurant closed down. All employees have just been dismissed. I promised to settle all wages with them before the 8th. In addition to arrears of water, electricity, rent, and personnel salaries, the total is about 500,000 yuan. I made more than 20 calls half an hour ago and still have no solution. To be honest, I really don't know what to do. There is no hope at all. Half a lifetime of hard work has resulted in a lot of debt. Have you ever seen anyone who has lost millions and still sells his house? I have. Many people say that there is no house that cannot be sold, only a price that cannot be sold. But I have lost so much now. What else can I do? Lower it again? When I bought this house, I paid more than 30,000 yuan as a down payment and 700,000 yuan as a loan. I have paid off the loan for 4 or 5 years and spent more than 200,000 yuan, but I have only paid off the principal of 30,000 yuan. Now the loan is about 670,000 yuan. The price I listed has dropped from more than 900,000 to over 800,000. And now it is down to 720,000. You said that there is no price that cannot be sold, so how much should I lower it? 720,000 yuan minus the remaining loan amount of 670,000 yuan. After the sale, I will only have 50,000 yuan left, and as everyone knows, you have to pay personal tax, value-added tax, and agency fees, each of which costs around 10,000 to 20,000 yuan. I will have almost no money left. Maybe I will even owe tens of thousands more. Isn't this price considered low? Everyone is so poor this year. Our family didn't buy anything except necessities this year. Consumption downgrade? No one at all. Look, my street is almost empty. When we come back after the new year, there will be even fewer physical stores. Can you believe it? It's hard to imagine that I haven't worked for 3 years. At such a young age, I stayed at home every day and didn't go downstairs for up to half a month. If someone had said to me when I was 18, "You know you will do nothing from the age of 21 to 24, I would never have believed it. But now I really haven't worked for 3 years. 2024 ended in a whimper. The media and major institutions have made various predictions about what China's economy will look like in 2025. X account Overseas Breaking News posted today that housing prices in Guangzhou have recently dropped. On December 26th, a developer in Guangzhou sold specially decorated houses at a 30% discount to withdraw cash. The initial registration price was 20,000 RMB per square meter, and the current price is 5,500 RMB per square meter. A total of 88 units were launched and sold continuously. Not only have housing prices in China fallen, but rental prices have also dropped. X account Darren Media pointed out that houses in Beijing cannot be rented out, and no one even wants them when the price is reduced by 20%. Some Chinese netizens reported that the rental price of a second bedroom in Beijing has dropped from the previous 2,000 RMB to 1,400 RMB. a 30% decrease. X's News Invest reported that before the Lunar New Year, 2,000 to 3,000 door and window factories in Foshan were facing a wave of closures. News Survey speculated that China's entire manufacturing industry could shrink by another half by 2025. In addition, Qin Peng, an expert at the Epoch Times, believes that China is facing a dilemma of running out of stocks, housing, foreign exchange, and debt. Qin Peng analyzed that China's A shares will eventually reveal their true nature. Although the A share index is now over 3,000 points, the economy has not really improved. Instead, the government is using publicity and policies to stimulate people's appetite while maintaining stability through the National Team Fund. As long as the economy reveals its true shape and the conflict between China and the United States intensifies, money flows will inevitably flee. Qin Peng speculates that China's housing market will continue to decline, and housing prices and transaction volumes will continue to fall. The conflict between homebuyers and developers will also intensify due to delays in home delivery. The RMB exchange rate will also lose value. Reuters previously pointed out that China is likely to devalue the RMB in response to Trump's high tariffs. Although the government hastily denied the rumors, everyone knows the intention. Qin Peng believes that China's bond market will also be under pressure. The return on investment in Chinese government bonds is falling. The yield on one-year government bonds has dropped below 1%, and the yield on 30-year government bonds is lower than that of Japan. This is an extremely dangerous phenomenon. Interest rates are rent, and the fall in government bond yields means China's economic outlook is less than rosy and optimistic.